Everyone thought we had the Galaxy S26 Ultra figured out, but new leaks just dropped, and honestly, they change everything we thought we knew about Samsung's next flagship. On paper, these updates sound incredible, but when you actually dig into the details, things get a little messy. We aren't just looking at a simple spec bump here. We're looking at a fundamental shift in how Samsung handles accessories, AI, and even the materials of the phone itself. If you're planning on upgrading, you need to hear this because there are some massive improvements coming, but also a few disappointments that Samsung is trying to hide in the fine print. We have 5 major updates to cover, ranging from a game-changing camera feature for creators to a controversial pricing strategy that might actually make the phone more expensive than last year, even if the price tag looks the same. Let's start with something Samsung fans have been demanding for years. We finally have our first look at Samsung's official answer to MagSafe. Leaks have revealed the first official Qi 2 magnetic power bank, designed specifically for the Galaxy S26 lineup. For the longest time, Android users have had to use third-party cases or stick-on magnets to get that magnetic snap that iPhone users love, but Samsung is finally building this ecosystem natively. This new accessory is clearly built with the S26 in mind, featuring built-in magnets and full Qi 2 support. It packs a 5,000 mAh battery, which is a decent size for a slim pack, and it includes some genuinely useful features that Apple doesn't even offer. It has a physical power button, LED battery indicators, so you aren't guessing how much charge is left, and most importantly, a built-in kickstand. That kickstand alone makes it infinitely more practical for watching movies or taking video calls on the go. However, there is a catch, and it is a frustrating one. While the Galaxy S26 series itself is rumored to support the newer Qi 2.2 standard, this power bank is reportedly only Qi 2 certified. That might sound like technical jargon, but here is what it means for you. The wireless charging speed on this pack is capped at 15 watts. Considering that leaks have pointed to the phone being capable of much faster wireless charging speeds, buying an official accessory that bottlenecks your charging speed feels like a missed opportunity. It does support 20-watt wired output if you use a cable, and it recharges itself at 25 watts, which is decent, but for a next-generation accessory, we expected a bit more speed. The pricing is expected to land around $70 in the US, which is cheaper than Apple's alternative, but still a premium price for a product with a speed limit. Moving on to the software, this is where things get genuinely exciting. We have heard rumors about Bixby getting an AI upgrade for a long time, but Samsung has finally confirmed a complete overhaul. They aren't just slapping a chatbot onto the old Bixby. They are rebuilding it into a conversational assistant with real natural language understanding. But the biggest news here isn't what Bixby can do, but who is powering it. Instead of trying to build their own massive language model to compete directly with Google, Samsung is partnering with Perplexity. This is a massive strategic shift. By using Perplexity's engine, Bixby will offer real-time web search capabilities that provide direct answers. Think about how you use voice assistants now. Usually, you have to memorize specific commands like turn on the lights or open settings. With this new update, you won't need to speak like a robot anymore. You'll be able to describe what you want in normal sentences, and Bixby will figure out. This includes deep system control, meaning you can tell your phone to change specific settings or control complex features without digging through menus. You can also get live web answers directly inside the assistant interface without being thrown into a web browser app. This update is tied to One UI 8.5, and early access is expected to hit the Galaxy S25 series during the beta, with the full public rollout happening alongside the S26 launch. This makes the S26 Ultra not just a hardware upgrade, but a vehicle for the smartest version of Samsung's software we have ever seen. For the content creators out there, the hardware updates on the S26 Ultra are going to be a massive deal. The S26 series is expected to be the first smartphone lineup to Naughty Valley record APV video. This is possible thanks to the hardware acceleration provided by the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. If you're a video editor, you might be wondering why APV matters. Basically, this is Samsung's answer to Apple's ProRes. It allows for high-quality video recording that is much easier for editing software to handle. The big news is that this codec is getting real industry support. LumaFusion on Android now supports APV export, and DaVinci Resolve already supports it on desktop. This means we are finally seeing a true end-to-end professional workflow on Android. You can record high-fidelity video on your phone, edit it on your mobile device, and then finish the project on your desktop without ever having to convert formats or lose quality. For years, iPhone users have had the advantage when it comes to social media workflows and professional mobile filmmaking, simply because ProRes was so easy to work with. With APV, Samsung is closing that gap, offering similar quality but with better storage efficiency. This effectively puts the S26 Ultra in the same territory as the iPhone Pro models for video production, which is a huge win for Android creators who have been waiting for better optimization. Now, let's talk about the design, because the leaks regarding the colors and materials are telling a very interesting story. We just saw leaked images of the SIM trays, and according to reliable sources, the S26 Ultra will launch in 6 different colors. But the number of colors isn't the headline. The names are. For the first time in a couple of years, the basic colors are just being called black and white. There is no Phantom Black or Titanium White. This naming convention strongly hints that Samsung might be quietly shifting back toward aluminum frames after only 2 years of using titanium. If this turns out to be true, it's a bold move. Titanium was marketed heavily as a premium, durable material. Going back to aluminum could be seen as a downgrade, or perhaps Samsung realized the weight and heat benefits of aluminum were just better. Aside from the basics, we are expecting Silver Shadow and Pink Gold to be exclusive to Samsung's online store. The hero color, the one you're going to see on all the billboards and commercials, is likely going to be Cobalt Violet. Samsung has done violet phones before, but Cobalt suggests a much deeper, richer shade than the lavender tones we've seen recently. It's important to note that these colors are exclusive to the Ultra model. The rumored orange color has been fully debunked for the Ultra and will likely only appear on the standard S26 and S26 Plus models. Finally, we have to discuss the price, because this is where Samsung is playing a bit of a psychological game. Reports indicate that Samsung is trying very hard to keep the base price of the Galaxy S26 Ultra at $1,299 in the US. On the surface, that sounds like good news because nobody wants a price hike. However, component costs are rising, specifically the cost of memory and the new Snapdragon chips. To keep the sticker price the same while paying more to build the phone, Samsung has to cut costs somewhere else. The leaks suggest that the days of amazing pre-order perks are over. In the past, pre-ordering a Galaxy Flagship meant you might get a free storage upgrade, doubling your space for free, or a significant store credit to buy cases and watches. Those perks were essentially a hidden discount. If Samsung removes those traditional bonuses to offset the manufacturing costs, the phone is effectively becoming more expensive for early adopters. You are paying the same cash amount, but getting significantly less value in return. It's a classic case of shrinkflation hitting the smartphone market. They are keeping the visible price tag steady to avoid bad press, but the real cost of ownership is going up. So, looking at the big picture, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a powerhouse with a few compromises. The return to aluminum, the capped charging speeds on the new accessory, and the reduction in pre-order value are definitely downsides. But the introduction of a Perplexity-powered Bixby and professional-grade APV video recording shows that Samsung is focusing on utility and software intelligence this year. It's a device that seems less about flashy gimmicks and more about refining the workflow for power users. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest tech leaks.